At May 30th on 12:30 a.m. Eastern. Wait a minute. This isn't the last video I made. This is the current video, where it's now been almost a week later, and I am still suspended. And, yeah, a lot of shit has happened in that time. Like, a little too much shit. And a lot of twists and turns that I did not really see or expect coming. So, let me start with a basic timeline of events. You know what? Yay, Toimeline. So, on May 30th, May 30th, I got my initial response to that. I got suspended. I was suspended, and I got the message early in the morning. I'm like, yeah, all I do is just like a few posts and like retweet something. That isn't really anything too much, especially since it was for inauthentic behaviors, or essentially, or essentially, actions that don't really seem like yours. And no one had my account. I was able to sign just fine. No password changes. Authenticator works just fine. So that was not it. Another rule I could have potentially broken is spam, just like spam liking. But that's never happened before, and it's not like other forms of spam, like spam comments, spam follows. I didn't follow a single account. I haven't followed an account in like months. So, for all I know, this is just crazy. It's stupid. Basically, I was false flagged for inauthentic behaviors. And in the afternoon, after, the whole night, woke up, touched grass, I then got up and made my first appeal. The email sent me to the X Help Center where I sent my first appeal. I don't remember what I said then, but it was more or less a case of, hey, I was kind of like false flagged in this regard. Can I please have my account back? So, I waited. It was a Saturday, it was a weekend. I waited Sunday, hey, it's still a weekend. Don't really think about it too much. On Monday, I still got nothing. And originally I'm thinking, hey, maybe it's because of where the office is. It's, a few hours behind me. But no, the office is only 1 hour behind me as I came to find out. Pardon me for that. That's staying in the video. So, and then Tuesday comes along, and I still don't hear anything. And I'm just kind of like, what the heck? There's gonna suspend me and not actually get on my ass and tell me, like, what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm starting to get aggravated at this point. And then Wednesday happens, and I'm thinking, I want to then send another appeal to get stuff ready and set the record straight. So, this would have been third. You can tell how well I type, Lamalkin. So I finally got my response later, a little later that day. I didn't send my appeal earlier because I just got home after touching grass. I spent a little bit more time out there. I go, I come home and I watched a stream, live stream. That's all I was doing then. Watch that. That ends. I'm going to another thing. I'm trying to do other things, and then I finally get my response, to which they said, "F you, F you, Lamau." So basically, they said, "Hey, we investigated you. We found you're still in violation of our rules." But they also gave me a thing like, "Hey, go through the initial sayings here to restore your account." So, and the problem with this is now I started logging stuff down. I already kind of had the worry I might have to make a video like this. But I did not want to make a video like this. I just wanted to be like, hey, let's clear up a misunderstanding and go about our days. But now it's a case. But now, oh, we're just getting started here, baby. So on the same day, on June 3rd, I sent a I sent a response. It's through Twitter. It's through Twitter. I think it's like, hey, you're suspended. Click this to get a suspend to send an appeal. And it's within only 280 characters. So I sent that, and so I sent that, and I said, verbatim, I'm following the provided instructions to get my suspension overturned. I've been suspended for, quote unquote, violating the rules against inauthentic behaviors, which I did not break. I still use my account as I normally do, and and was suspended mid browsing my TL, which I'm quite frustrated WT with. And not too long after this, I got an email saying, "Oh, your account's restored." I think, "Oh, that was easy. That's fine." But if the beginning of this video is any indication, yeah, there's more to that. So I tried signing back in, and try signing back in. The cookies, it still says I'm suspended. So I'm thinking, okay, I will just sign out, sign back in. Maybe it's a matter of like that's factoring into it. So I go, so I go back in. So I go back in. I try at least try to get back in. It doesn't let me because you know how Twitter is when you're first signing in on some like fresh cookie or the app. It likes to break. I think it's been broken like this since it was still Twitter. So yeah, I'm not really surprised. Surprised. Spend about an hour dicking around doing something, and I come and see it's still suspended. So I sent another appeal through there saying, after submitting my second appeal, I received an email saying my account was restored to full functionality. Now I'm still apparently suspended? Triple question mark. Seriously, what the heck do you want? In order to violate the rule against athletic behaviors, and now I can't give him a straight answer? Well, answer in the form of ASR because, again, they had a 280 character limit. Blech. However, at this point, it's late at night again, and I'm just thinking, okay, let me just go further. And then, oh boy, yesterday on June 4th. You know what? You know what? Fuck you. You're not getting insanity. I don't know how to spell. Fuck me. Mm. So I log in back in the morning on June 4th. Well, not morning, more so afternoon. Again, I do touch grass. I might be employed by Touch Grass still. I finally get back home and I see I'm still suspended. So I sent another appeal through the Twitter system saying exactly two emails saying my account is back to full functionality. Apparently, the right hand doesn't know what the left one is doing. It is beyond absurd to be locked out for this long. You think because you think I'm a bot. No bot sends this many appeals to get their account back. Fillers with exclamation points. At this point, I'm getting quite aggravated, basically being told, "Hey, your account's back," and my account isn't back. And after this, I still get another email saying, "Hey, your account's back," and it's still not back. So, ultimately annoyed, I think, well, I can actually probably say something. Let me try the help center once again. Excuse me. Hold on, give me a moment. Sorry, that pizza was so good you end up belching a lot. Pardon me. Anyways, I get another one. I go through the help center on the original email, basically saying, Lamau, fuck you. And at this point, I had a much larger response. And at this point, I am at my limit in terms of my patience. Like, it's been almost a week at this point. I am quite aggravated that this is just absurd. It's stupid. And to which, again, I said, again, at this point, I've been logging every damn little thing I say. And to kind of just like quickly show, like, here is what I've been saying. To which I now say, I am once again contacting the support team line as my account was suspended for violating the guidelines against inauthentic behaviors. A rule I never violated. I was mid-browsing from my web browser on my phone around May 30, 12:30ish a.m. EST. When I was hit with my initial suspension, I followed the link from the first email to get to this help center. Move to the other mode. You know what? No. You get to look at this. Pardon me. Totally professional YouTuber here. I totally never do YouTube at all. I followed this link from my first email to this help center and submitted my first appeal around the mid-afternoon the same day. I'm obviously not going to try to go through the appeal system before bed and had things to do in the morning. The afternoon, that was the earliest I could send my appeal. That was a Saturday. So when I got nothing back that day and Sunday, I expected it was just due to the being weekends with no one at the office to look at my appeal. Then Monday went. Then Tuesday went. I was gonna send another appeal sometime Wednesday, 6/10/26. Wait, 6/10. Oh, that's wrong. I don't know why I said 6/10. I do not know my dates. I'm probably like, oh yeah, I'm thinking like the Wednesday after. That's me being stupid. When I got my follow email saying when I got my email saying you all still think I'm a dang toaster. The email still gave me instructions on how to restore functionality from the X website/app itself. I just did that within the 280 limit saying, I set up here. I got an email shortly after saying my account was restored. I was happy that this madness could finally get behind me, but X still said I was suspended. When I logged in, I signed out. I signed out. Wait, hold on. Lost my place. I signed out thinking that would fix it. Couldn't sign in because X does like to bug out during sign in sometimes. I came back an hour later, signed in, and I'm still suspended. Yeah, you sent another appeal with an X saying, no, what I said right here. Around 10:30 EST, which followed up with another email saying my account was stored. I wasn't about to fiddle with it anymore that night, so I went to bed not too long after. Now it's the 4th of June. It's been almost a week since my suspension. I'll again and still suspended. I sent a third appeal through X saying, this, with yet another immediate email saying my account has been restored. It's not. Pardon my language here, as I don't think I can put it any other way, but what kind of damn joke out of our vision is this at this fucking point? I know there's less of you working at the house center than there are people working in a single mattress front location, but what the fuck? I'm assuming those are bar responses so they can't override a human suspension? But then why can't they say they're sort of functionality in the first place? Why not just say they can override a human review? Sorry, fellow bot, but I cannot give you your account back. Sorry, wait. Sorry, fellow bot, M dash, but I cannot give you your account back, M dash. It's not you, M dash. It's me, M dash. May I suggest shoving a bad dragon into M dash your rectum to simulate how fucked you are right now, M dash? Apologies, I had to let that out. This is my only account and my main social media. I may use it just to like art and see what a VTuber I like is doing and engage, it's just likes and retweets with their community. There's nowhere else for that If someone actually read all this, treat yourself, get some Chick-fil-A Popeyes. You're in for listening to my bitchin', not just shoving into Grok or Copilot. I've never been suspended or banned in all my time on the internet until now, so this is alien and a massive nonsensical headache to me. I don't have a frame of reference for how this usually goes, so I don't know how long this is supposed to last for breaking this rule. Even more so a rule I never broke. Just, man, this is all stupid. So that is exactly what I said on the 4th through the Help Center. And I maintain the opinion that if I didn't get it by today when writing this, the 5th, the 5th of June, that I would make one more potential response. Because at this point, with all of these emails, and I will show you right now, see? Update. Restored. Few emails I don't need to see. Restored. But also, after sending that big text wall where I crashed out, that's where I got this particular restored. So I figured, okay, maybe they finally did it. But I'm not going to bother dealing with it today. I'm just going to go tomorrow. I am just going to deal with this tomorrow. Because at this point, I'm assuming that there is a potential massive bug where, at the very least with my account, in the normal method and ways you do this, they can't seem to figure out how to, like, unfuck my account, actually get it back to proper functionality. So at this point, I'm starting to assume that there's something much bigger at play here. So earlier today, I quickly looked to see if there was a way to send bug reports. There wasn't. So I come back to the help center one last time to say, and I'll let you see it. This is not an appeal, but a bug report. I was suspended early May 30th for violating the rule against alleged behaviors. All I did was like and repost a few posts. I sent my first appeal on the supposed line late afternoon the same day. I waited until June 3rd when I got a response saying I was still suspended. I went to appeal again and soon got an email saying my account was restored, but it wasn't. I was still suspended. Sent another appeal soon, got an email saying restored again. It was late, so I went to bed. Woke up the 4th to still be suspended. Sent two more appeals, one on the help center when I'm at my limit, and crashed out. I got two more your account has been restored emails, and I'm still suspended. At this point, I'm forced to speculate that something is going on server side. Is this the first appeal? Is the first appeal request where they found that I violated the rule, a stronger lock that's hard to overturn? Is the AI system looking at these not allowed to truly overturn my kind of suspension? Will the suspension just fizzle out, if at all? Is this just some freak bug where my account specifically can't be locked with the normal methods from the support team? My headset just died because I don't have any noise going through it, even though I'm actively using the mic. Okay, whatever. Fuck you too. Anyways, repeat that sentence. Is it just a freak bug where my account specifically can't be unlocked with the normal methods from the support team? At this point, I want answers to these questions more than my account back, although of course I want that too. Please email me at the provided email with answers to these questions. Thank you very much. Except, keep in mind, as I just said, I got a fourth email after my crash out saying my account has been restored. But guess what? When I sent that appeal, your original case is already in queue. Please wait to hear back from us on the original case. So at this point, they got the thing. Still sent out a restored thing, but I am still in queue from my crash out post. But I got an email saying my account has been restored only after I sent that. At this point, I quite honestly have no idea just what the actual heck is going on. And also, when I made my original video, I must state that I am a low view subscriber channel. I barely upload, if really at all. It can be. I have only like a few videos over the course of like the past half decade that I've actually uploaded to my YouTube channel. But the video I got still got decent traction for a account like mine, which isn't saying it's in the hundreds of views, but it's definitely a lot more than a channel like mine gets. It's definitely more than a channel like mine gets. And, I go to the comments, there are a whole bunch of people saying, there are people saying here. These are all the comments here. I've been spending just a couple hours on appears to have happened with a lot of actual flesh and blood people, so we can hope this is a temporary misunderstanding. Twitter has fired a lot of employees, so all this content is just being able to, through the appeal system, convince the AI that will repeal, which itself is pretty bleak. Same, look this in YouTube exactly to see if anyone else got banned the same way. The kicker is I think I was wrote this something of mine, I thought it was funny to my mutuals, and the AI did not like that. Same here. I don't even engage with this that much with this platform. Either mass reports or just AI going AI. Yeah, just had the same thing happen yesterday. Last thing I did was post about a movie and repost something. I suspended, then came back, liked the posts that were in my notifications, and was immediately suspended again. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to do about this. So, ultimately, it's not just me. And probably the problem is because it's Twitter, which is where everyone goes to bitch. It also means that is without this platform, people like me and these other people who have gone suspended and are likely probably still in the middle of getting suspended are having problems. Now, as you can see here, I don't have the funny blue check mark. I have OG marks, but no funny blue check mark. And with all that said, this is just a fuck. Like what? I can get my account restored like 4 to 5 times, and I still, for some reason, am locked out. Ignore this. Ignore the snail. Ignore the snail. Good job, Brian. But after all that, I am still suspended. After basically a week of being locked out, and despite going through the appeals, despite trying to do something, I have seen such weird insanity to the point to where I will bluntly have to say the X suspensions are absolute nonsense. Because only on this website, I swear to God, you can have multiple points where one is and doesn't know what the other one's doing. And there's a very good question someone might be asking me if they even got this far, and that is a case of, well, if Twitter's giving you problems, why don't you just go choose another website for your time? To which to say, there really isn't anything that can truly replace Twitter for me. When it comes to alternative websites, like YouTube's probably the best replacement, but YouTube's only so robust when it comes to actually doing stuff, when it comes to text posts, other stuff like that. It's only so robust. It's a video sharing platform first and foremost, not a place to complain. What about Twitter alternatives like BSky? Well, with that, BSky's just kind of a little weird. A little weird to me. I have one, but I haven't logged in months. I don't really care about it. There's not really anything make me go to it. to it. And of course, pretty much anything owned by Meta, I'm just like, no. Keep me away from Threads. Keep me away from Instagram, especially since, like, recently they just got, like, a massive hack or something. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not trusting Mark Zuckerberg with even my email. Like, no, keep him the hell away. But ultimately, the main thing I do use Twitter for is to see what a silly VTuber is doing and engage with her community, which is something I can only do on Twitter. And of course, I'm not going to bark up a silly anime girl to try to do something outside of Twitter when she already has a whole bunch of shit to deal with, including potentially some problems. That is extremely pretentious and even probably narcissistic of me. I'm not even gonna bother trying to do something stupid like that. Especially since it's not her fault that I'm fucked in this regard, and that I can't engage with the community even if I wanted to because of all of this lunacy. And honestly, I don't think I have any much to say. This has just been insane. This has been extremely stupid. I I just want to know what the fuck is going on. I just want to know what is going on. But I can't know. At least I don't think they'll ever tell me because keep in mind, this is what Twitter does to someone that they can very easily just kick to the curb. I don't have a stupid blue check mark. I don't pay for this stuff. They don't see a major reason to let me stay. But the problem with that is you have an actual person who's locked out of their Twitter account and is going through all the right avenues to potentially get their account back and just continue going throughout their day, using my site for their fun. And for my particular suspension is mainly targeted at bot accounts. But the problem with this is that I have gone through this whole week trying to get my singular account back. If someone's truly making a whole bunch of bot accounts, making bots or its bot account, they're not going to try to get that account back. In the course of this week, they probably made thousands of potential accounts that they can just use to swarm for like bots, comment bots, some other insanity. Which is ultimately the biggest problem with this whole debacle that I've been dealing with. It is not so much that I am banned for thinking I'm a bot. It's that this ultimately fucks over a person more than it fucks over the bots. The bots are just gonna make thousands of other accounts in the week it took me to try to get my account back the proper way. Whereas then my ass is forced into the system just to get one account back. And that's like a case of, well, why don't you just make an alternate account? And it's like, for one, Twitter says they'll try to bonk me if they even so much as suspect this is another account, of which part of me is thinking, you don't even know the difference between a regular person and a genuine person. You don't know the difference between a person and a bot. What the heck makes you think you're gonna know that this is an alternate of mine or not? Without trying to do some more deeper layer stuff like getting to IP addresses and seeing what devices I'm connected to or whatever the heck goes on, that's a lot more invasive and something that I don't think Twitter actually has as a website or as an app has the permission set to even do. Or at the very least, I hope they don't. But I don't want to make a fucking alt account because, if anything, making the alt account just make me look more like a bot because I'm a fresh new account, fresh new email, be like a fresh account, fresh email, following and liking a whole bunch of people at once. That looks a lot more like a bot account than an account that joined in December 2018 and has been fairly active for the past at least 6 years. Mm, Actually, more like 4. Yeah, whatever. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there's a reason why I use the image of a downward spiral in this thumbnail. Because this is what it is. This is a fucking clown world-less downward spiral. Downward spiral, downward spiral, downward spiral. Fucking Amp 11. So, yeah, I don't really think I have anything else to say now. If you got this far, I really appreciate you watching all the way down here, whoever the heck you are. And honestly, as much as I don't like to do the YouTube thing, because I'm not really a YouTuber, I'm just bitching because this is insanity. I have to talk about it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I would very much appreciate if you liked and commented on this video to try to at least do some pushing the algorithm for my low subscriber count, low view channel. Because I have a message to say, and this is so far my only real avenue to even use it. Because, again, I can't use Twitter. So, so let me try to do a fucking YouTuber-esque outro. So, yeah, if you watched this far, again, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and comment to try to push this video in the algorithm. And who knows? Maybe she'll be even more insane on how to make a third video. I fucking hope not. Please, I swear, please. I don't want a third video. I don't want a third video. I don't want a third video. I don't want a third goddamn video!